Happy holidays, everybody. This is my first pull of 2024. I didn't realize it until my hands started itching and I was like, yeah. I gotta pull some cards today. It's the first pull. And it is a collective pull. It's for everybody. As these cards came out, I was thinking, this is me. But, Spirit reminded me that, hey, we're in an 8 energy. And part of this harmonious energy, that's the big thing about the 8 energy. It's all in harmony. And over the last couple of days, I really have been connecting with that word harmony, and meditating with that word to be harmonious. And it is to be with, and to play along with and to make sound that is comforting, right? That is harmonious with others and other sounds. It is being a part amongst within the collective. It is the wholeness of 8, right? The harmony. So doing a reading for the collective, I must be in there as well. I can't separate myself from the whole, right? So my energy definitely came out. So this is what came out. The first card, and in this order, this actually was the last one, which I had some contemplation on as well, which was beautiful once I realized the larger message. And so it started with clarity, right? Where are we now? We're clear. What wheel are we on now? We're on a wheel of clarity. We're on a spiral of coming into more and more clarity. So I don't know if you're here, but you might end up here. You might be here and you might end up here, or you might be here and you might end up here. Wherever you are, we're coming into more and more clarity. So own that. We're connecting more and more with Mother Earth. And again, this morning, my contemplations, my meditation as I breathed, I thought, when we close our eyes, because I was contemplating the word and meditating on the word holiday. It's a holiday and it's a majority rule day for us in the Bahamas. So holiday, holy days, right? And I was contemplating on the word majority rule and taking that word majority rule from a inner perspective versus an outer perspective, and thinking, okay, what majority is ruling my inner kingdom? That's literally where my mind went. And as I closed my eyes and contemplated on that, what came to me is, as we go into meditation and we close our eyes, we are going into our inner kingdom, but we're also going into the inner kingdom of the earth. Because when we open our eyes, we see the physicality of the earth. But when we close our eyes in meditation, we see so more of earth, and we connect and we feel so much more of earth. What came to me too was so then we are also going into inner earth as we go into ourselves. As we go into our inner kingdom, we go into inner earth. And what came to me was, I do a lot of bird watching, was that, when we see a bird, we have a whole different experience. When we hear the harmony of a bird chirping, we have a different experience too. And in that same way, our eyes are closed, but we're tapping into the sound and what we hear, and it's different than what we're seeing. And as we go and connect into Mother Earth on a physical way, as well as in an intuitive way and in a meditative way, and in a going into her, not just her physicality and taking care and being harmonious with the physicality of earth, but also connecting with the inner earth of her as well as ourselves, right? And all of that is intuition. All of that is, Mother Earth and connecting to Mother Earth, and clarity. It's a lot of third eye energy. The predominant energy I saw on the board first was actually the blue, right? And that's throat chakra, right? So there's a lot of blue energy as well as third eye chakra, right? It's the indigo color comes out, right? So that blue energy, like I said at the beginning, was very dominant. So our wills, our expressions, our artistry through our throat chakras, our intuition, our third eye, our clarity, right? Our knowings, not being afraid of the unknown, allowing ourselves to actually tap in to that which is unknown and allowing that darkness to be enlightened within us. The transmute, the transmutation, the sacred tool of the peacock feather. And it's talking about sanctifying, honoring, gifting, gratituding, adoring, and flowing. So we're also in that energy. Remember, if you look at my Facebook post, Spirit is reminding me, yes, we are in a new spiral of reward, right? And sweetness, right? So, and that comes with honoring each other and gifting each other and knowing the gifts and being, and using our gifts and being thankful, right? And adoring yourself and adoring the earth and adoring each other, right? And being in flow, that element of water again. And again, the feminine essence, right? Through intuition, going with the flow and surrendering. Surrendering is a huge part of this new cycle. Again, tapping into our intuition, knowing we are multidimensional people, knowing that we don't need to see it to believe it, but to feel it is to know it, right? To see it on a third eye level as opposed to a physical level, and to surrender to what it is that we need to rise to. In order to rise up, we surrender, we melt to let that rise happen. We have the breakdowns to let the rise happen, right? So surrendering the energy that supports us to let go of illusionary control and yield to the flow of love and life. And I want to say, and bliss, the flow of bliss, because sometimes, again, the road less traveled, sometimes the sweetness that we want to experience is experienced on the road less traveled, and we have to come out of this energy of resisting because we're trying to control everything. So in the surrendering, we release the illusion that I control everything, and we surrender to that which is bigger than us, but that which is in partnership and aligned with us in order to allow things to flow. Self-mastery, of course, eight energy is self-mastery, right? So we're in that cycle of self-mastery, of again surrendering, transmuting, tapping into our third eye, coming into oneness with Mother Earth, being clear about ourselves, and all of that is the path of self-mastery. We have to engage in all of these things, and we have to honor and embody really all of these things and allow all of these things in order to come into our self-mastery. And then I got into the El Kui deck, right? Who is she? And literally it came out in this order. And that's why I was like, oh my God, is this me? Which it can be, because I am you and you are me. We're all so connected, individually unique, but so connected. So the first one that came out was She Who Guides, right? We're on a new path. And we're guiding and we're renewing ourselves. And again, in this 8 energy, the Mother Earth, the intuition, the clarity, that's the guide. That's what's guiding us. We're guiding ourselves because we are all self-masters and we're all on a path of self-mastery. So we are all being guided through our third eye and our intuition and our connection and relationship with Mother Earth, how to step more into our new paths and to be self-guided, right? as well as Makita, she who sees. Again, that intuition, that clarity is coming in there. She who sees knows when to surrender, knows when to transmute, knows when to connect in with Mother Earth for that transmutation, right? For that sanctity, for that sacred bridge, that relationship, for that self mastery, knowing what to do, when to do it, right? And then came out, I think this one came out, but yeah, no, this one came out. She who instigates, leadership, provocation, power. And I was looking at the symbols and the pictures in this, the snake and the horns. And the horns always mean a higher, reaching up to your higher self, right? There's another level. You're reaching beyond your physicality. And the snake, the beauty of the snake is there's a good snake and there's a bad snake. We decide. And with your power, you decide. Are you provoking power or are you provoking destruction? Are you empowering people or are you disempowering people? How are you leading people? Are you leading people to strength or are you leading people to weakness? You know, we can all step into the role of, and this says instigate, I'm saying initiate, spark. And that's why the snake is there. Remember, the snake was in the garden asking them to choose, right? And we all have to choose. We all have to choose. And then this card came out, She Who Whispers, Secrets, Confessions, Confidant. And what I thought too about it, because these two cards have the same color as well. And what I thought about too is that, like, this is the duality within us sometimes, you know, that speaks to us loudly and that inner voice that whispers, that our power, outer power, and that inner intuition, right? So again, all of these things, and again, because we're in the 8 energy, it's not just one thing. It's the completeness of our whole selves, the wholeness. So she who guides, she who sees, she who instigates, and she who whispers, right? We left nothing out, right? It's the wholeness of who we are. So remember yourselves, remember the parts of yourselves. And the 5th card, and this is so important, this 5th card came out. I was like, God, I need to do one more card. 1233 just came through. And it was She Who Aches. And look at the card. And I said, it looks different. It feels different. You know, it's completely different. These two match. These two kind of have the same. She who guides, she who sees. This one, She Who Aches, Perpetua, sadness, solitude, silent withdrawal. And Spirit said to me, it's the 5th card. That's the breakthrough. That's what we are leaving behind. That's what we are liberating ourselves from. 555 energy, freedom, liberation, breakthrough. So this is what we are breaking free from.